What is up, you guys? It is Dairy Queen, and as you can see, our season bank is almost fully maxed, and this is going into the second day of the July season pass. We did choke on Dark Elixir. Yesterday I did have a few appointments, and I ate a big steak dinner, so I wasn't feeling too clashy after late at night, but we did max out the Golden Elixir yesterday. We didn't do any attacks today. Last attack was 14 hours ago. As I scroll through my log here, you'll notice something, that I am not using a farming army. I am using a real army. This is the biggest tip I can give to anyone who's trying to effectively farm, is to use a real army that you're good with, that you're consistent with, and that you can 3-star with, because that is how you pick up big loot. It's not 2016, guys. There's no reason to use Barch. It is not that effective. So, I'm chilling around high master, low champs. That's what I've been finding. I'm still experimenting on where I want to go. Since I upgraded to Town Hall 12, it hasn't been too long, so I'm still not sure. I did do lower masters at Town Hall 11, and that's what I found effective for me. But you guys have to find ranges that are effective for you. Once you find that effective range, then it's only a matter of doing 5 or 6 attacks, dropping down. One thing you didn't see in my log, since I was finding all bases and I was going up in trophies a little bit because I was still finding bases, is I am consistently placing my Archer Queen, surrendering, so I can stay in a range of trophies that I find good loot. And with this army, you already know, you just steam through roll the base. Versus Barch, whereas these collectors aren't full, so you're not going to get very much loot. All the loot's in the storages, and that's what I look for, because it's a lot easier to find bases with loot in the storages versus the collectors. Dead bases are still around, you still can find them, but that's not what I recommend for farming. So you see here, we just stomped through this base. It is what it is, but look at that loot. About 600, and with the champion bonus, it's 200,000 golden elixir, and it's about, let me check, 1,200 dark. So, in low champion 3, which is not hard to attain, we are profiting dark on just a win alone. That's 200 dark alone. So any dark we get is profit. And then we have about 100,000 cost for our army, because there's 200 for the bonus. So that it really cancels out. Another thing, farming dark, you guys don't need to use an E-Drag army or this minor army where only dark's a poison spell. You guys can use what I like to call a hybrid, a mix of dark. It's not, you're not using 16 witches, you're not using all dark, or like 8 lava hounds, whatever it may be. You guys can use a little bit of dark and still profit. If you look at my logs, we're getting quite substantial amounts of dark. There's 85 there, but there's some low ones. It does vary. And another thing I do is right here, if you see on this guy, I just sniped his collectors because I saw some free easy loot. And if I'm being honest, I went for some dark drills and missed, but it still turned out. Another thing with farming dark, if you guys do have heroes that are up and they're not upgrading, if you see a full dark drill, just snipe off that dark drill and surrender, because that's, 600 to 1500 dark right there, and it's easy, and it'll keep you in the same trophy range. You can farm your way up. I have done that before. On a trophy push, you oftentimes just get a bunch of loot too. But since yesterday, I upgraded all 4 of my mortars, and I did quite a few walls. If we hop into our progress base, we're almost done with the second layer of walls. Now, what is the key to this, guys? Not everyone can spend, a ton of time on this game like me, or at least for now. But what everybody can do is they can invest in, I don't think it's in there, so go to the shop. Right there, training potion. This is the best thing that they added to the league shop, hands down. And you think about it, a hammer building costs 120, so you can get 12 training potions for that. In 12 hours of boosting, I can, 30 million probably each, versus one hammer, which I granted it does do the time, but that's only an upgrade, anywhere from 6 to 12 million, depending on where you are in the game, maybe even less. You will get more value out of these training potions than anything else, and that leads to my biggest tip for consistently farming, guys. Most people probably do 1 or 2 attacks here, then they're all over the place, guys. If you dedicate 1 hour a day and boost all your barracks, I usually have to do it with gems because I always use training potions because they're great value. You will see immense improvement. That's how I farm up my base. Obviously I gem too, but right here is proof that I can farm. Boosting your barracks is extremely effective for knocking out attacks back to back. If we go look at our log, there was 10 minutes in between that one, another 10, about 10, less than 10, that was like 4 minutes, and then, see, they're all about 10 minutes apart, whereas normally in army you'd have to wait 30 minutes, so I can just grind out attacks, and then I'm good to go. I'm farming like a madman. So we're going to go in, we're going to look for a base to try to farm up, but my biggest tip is dedicate 1 hour of your day to this game. If you're already on YouTube, that's already the first step. So clearly you invest in this game. It's like anything you do. You got to invest in it and you'll get better. If you're constantly working, but it's also about consistency and how you practice. You can't just do a few niche attacks here and there. That's not going to be effective and your upgrades are going to take longer. If you employ this strategy, you will see upgrades just left and right. That's just, you start farming everything. Granted, I am in summer and I don't have to do anything right now. I farmed half of my walls from magma to the white walls, so 11 to 12, half, 150 of them in, I think, a week. And I was just boosting constantly, and that's how you get it. And you also got to play around for bases. One I can't edit, but two I'm not. You only have to search a handful of times before you find a base with some decent loot in it. For me, my minimum, it used to be 200,000 back in the day when I was barching. And then now, like, I won't attack that, because if there's a chance you fail or whatnot. Now I'd like to say my minimum I look for is 400,000 each, but if I see mid-3s with a lot of dark, I might go for that. Obviously, anything above 4 is just, it's good loot. Don't look for the millions. There's no reason to look for millions, then you'll just be wasting your time. That's just a blessing if you find them. And with these full boosts, there was one day I really should have recorded it, but I had, I think, 6 or 7 double million raids in a day because I'm consistently boosting. Alright, this guy's got some good loot, some low walls. Multi-Inferno, okay, he's got a single up there. So we're going to come through the eagle and away from the single because I'm using P.E.K.K.A.s and I hate singles. So we are going to funnel on this side with an E-Dragon. Going to attempt to funnel on this side, some giants and some wizards. Okay. So this should be a successful funnel, I would hope. So I drop a P.E.K.K.A. to tank for the king, to tank for the wall wrecker, drop in the heroes, coconut loons, P.E.K.K.A.s, bowlers, and now we'll drop in healers, rage them up, hit the tornado trap, it's all good. Heal him up through the eagle and the multi-inferno. He does have a Giga Tesla, so we do have to use that freeze on, or warn ability on that rage. I think I might jump over here. I don't know where they're going to go. Freeze the Giga Tesla on the X-Bow. Where's my warden? Okay, yep. Everything went awry, but it's alright. So we'll let it play out. There's some P.E.K.K.A.s on some gold over there. Of course, they're in the single. I'm going to hold on to my warden. Okay, my queen got locked on. Pop her ability. And we're going to warden now. Save that healer just because P.E.K.K.A.s don't really get affected by that Giga Bomb. Queen's going to go down. Oh, is she going to take that Inferno? I think she will. We get that, and then we still have a bunch of juice left. These P.E.K.K.A.s, while they wrap through, they've taken out all the storages, and if this warden doesn't get locked on too, that'd be nice. Oh, no, of course. Wow, and what looked like a total fail is going to turn into a 3-star, guys. So, using consistent armies that you can do good with, huge key. Pick an army, stick with it, learn it, and then you're good to go. I wouldn't recommend Lalo or I wouldn't recommend Lalo. It's high skill and it is a lot of dark. Most people are probably trying to farm dark for those heroes because not everyone buys them. So, finding a league too. If you're in higher leagues, you're going to have to wait longer for bases, but that bonus will cancel it out. But for me, around champs is good. And then we got 700,000 gold, 650,000 elixir, and we profited 5,000 dark about. Yesterday, I upgraded the king to 56, and already I'm at 114,000 dark. So, you don't have to use no dark armies to farm dark. That's a total myth. And in one day and then one attack today, I have farmed almost 250,000 dark, guys. So you can do it. My big tips: boost these barracks. Maybe invest $10 worth of gems. Skip out on a few coffees for the month. Get $10 worth of gems, and for 1 hour a day, you boost these barracks. You will see great results. So guys, thank you for watching. If you made it this far, consider subscribing. I will try to upload entertaining and informative content for you guys. Thank you, and have a wonderful day.